Okay, all right, that looks better. Need to see. Okay, all right. So let's take a comfortable seat and prepare to practice together. I am attempting to see if I'm able to get a couple of different services happening at once. So it's a Friday, it's Saturday night. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday night. So just beginning to settle into your practice this evening, settle into your breath. I'm just going to move my microphone. It's connected to my. You know what? Doing these live streams is actually a lot of work. I never know what's going on. It all happens at the last minute. So, what I'm going to do is just ask you all to take a comfortable seat and just settle in with your eyes closed down for a few deep breaths for a few moments. And just letting the breath rise and fall, come and go. Notice the rhythm and the pace of your breath, the volume, the width, the depth, and the breadth. And bring your hands to heart center, draw your chin towards your chest. And let's begin with an Om. So inhale through your nose. And then begin to rub the palms together and create quite a bit of friction and warmth against the palms. Cultivating that sense of awareness through the palms as you close the hands over the eyes and just take a moment to start to absorb the warmth of the hands before you start to peel them away. And as you do so, open your eyes at the same time and emerge and arrive in your space. Lower the hands down onto your knees. Breath of fire is a pranayama technique that helps us activate our core. And when we think of air and fire, we know that one stokes the other, one feeds the other, right? So when we use a pranayama technique that's cultivating that awareness with the fire element, it's a movement upwards. It's a strengthening practice. So breath of fire, drishti focus is off on the horizon, hands are on your knees, and we'll take a breath in to prepare. And then with the snap of your belly button in and up, back out through your nose. So you breathe in and then last 5. Pause for a moment and just integrate and absorb that experience. Recognize how the warmth is radiating from Manipura chakra and the fiery element is lifting inside of you. And now let's begin to warm up our spine. So as you inhale, retract the shoulder blades, cactus the arms, open the fingers wide and squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine. And with your exhale, C-shape the spine as you bring your hands into fists and draw your elbows towards your groin. And then inhale, open up, retract shoulder blades, wide collarbones. And then exhale, C-shape the spine, belly button in and round the back body. Inhale, open up. And exhale, draw it all in. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, draw it all in. Another breath like that. Inhale. And then exhale. Draw it all in, round the back, elbows to groin, chin to chest. Transfer the hands down to the knees and continue to move with the same breath. Inhale, look up, open the throat, and then exhale, chin to chest. C-shape the spine, draw the belly button in and up. Exhale. Inhale, open up, and then exhale, chin to chest. Continue to move through a few like this, cultivating your own awareness with your own breath. And the reason why this practice for me is so important is because I broke my toe last Friday night, so a week and a bit ago. And so I've been very inactive, rather finding myself more in these seated asana practices. So continue to move through this with me as we take another breath here. And so I'm seated on a couple of props. I'm just going to get off that prop now, place the blocks off to one side. I'm going to take my feet into a soles of feet touching diamond position with the knees out wide. So just take a moment here to proud the chest, look forward, and then with your exhale breath, start to fold yourself forward. Let's just take a few moments here, a few breaths. And just let the head hang heavy, the chin drawn to chest, and just let the flow of energy down your spine feel really enlivening and activating. And then begin to peel yourself up. Draw your heels in towards your groin. And so you've shortened the shape of the diamond. And just flap your wings a few times. So just to warm up the hip sockets here. And elevate through the crown of the head. And then take the right hand to your right foot and draw the heel in towards your groin, and then transfer your hands to the back of the left thigh. Point the left foot forwards. This is the toe that I've broken. So here I'm moving into the ankle joint by turning the foot in the space, and it's so good because that stickiness of the injury continues to move up my leg as I hobble along on it. And so it's very interesting to see how that begins to come about in your practice. Bend the knee, lift and lower the lower leg. And then continue to hold your thigh, rotate through the hip socket with circular shapes, around and around in one direction, and then go back in the other direction. So as I said, I'm seated for my practice at the moment because I've broken my toe, and therefore I'm just taking some practices that will help warm up and keep the joints of my legs active and healthy while I recover. Now, if you can, hug the leg in as best you can. But if that includes hugging all the way in so that you've held it like a little baby and you can do a little rock the baby here, feel free to do that as well. So you're drawing that leg right in. Then lower the leg back down so we're in a comfortable cross-leg position. Inhale breath, arms up overhead. And then with your exhale breath, lower the right hand down onto your left knee and left hand behind you, and you twist and rotate around to the left. And then return back slightly with the exhale, and then inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, twist and rinse around to the left. Retract slightly, and then inhale, lengthen and lift, and exhale, twist. And then as you come back through your center, take your right hand down onto your block beside you, press into the right hand on the block, and lift the left hand up and overhead, peeking underneath the left armpit. And as you extend and lengthen from the left hip to the left fingertips, press away with the right hand. And then lower the left hand down. I'm going to grab my block, lower the left hand onto your block, right arm up, right hand over to your left ear. Now, it's not about pulling and tugging here. It's just about taking that hand and gesturing as though you're just drawing the head back over to the right. And giving yourself lots of space down that left side of your neck. And then release that. Take both hands up to the ceiling. Inhale, breath. Just take a fold for a moment here in your comfortable cross-leg position. So albeit with a broken toe, I continue to practice, continue to try out whatever this live sessions are like. And then as you come back up, find your way into interlaced fingers behind your head. Elbows are wide. Tone the abdominals in and up. So this is Ida and Pingala Kriya. So this is about balancing and refreshing the channels of our body. So as you twist to your right, you inhale through your nose. And then when you twist to the left, you open your mouth in an O shape and you exhale. So inhale right through your nose, exhale left. Now take 5 more. Now this time we'll inhale left, exhale right. Just switching it up. Drishti focus goes with the movement, or you can just slightly close the eyes as though you're staring off through 1/10 open eyes. Last 2. And last 1. Keep the hands there, elbows are wide, and then extend the arms out. Reach through the fingertips at a 60-degree angle. Cactus the arms with the fingers spread wide. Twist to the right and recite the mantra Shiva, and then twist to the left and recite the mantra Shakti. So Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva, Shakti. Your drishti is off on the horizon, shifting back and forth with you. And as the mantra begins to take hold, the awareness drops into the sound of the recitation. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva. Last few. Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva. Extend the arms, reach through the fingertips, tone the abdominals in and up, and pause. Focus off on the horizon, drishti there. Deep breaths. Well done. Lower the hands down, reach for your knees, and slide the legs out in front of you, extending into a fold. So just letting yourself fold down here for a few breaths as we transition to the other side for our practice. And just for those of you that are joining here and there, the practice is all very seated tonight, due to my broken toes. So I'm just discovering how I can continue to find my Kundalini practice, my Kriya practice, my Pranayama practice, whilst not being as active as I normally am. So let's just stay for a few moments here in our fold. And then we'll come back to our soles of feet touching, knees out wide, and let's flap our butterfly wings again. So get those wings beating quite quickly. And so we'll just take all of that on the other side now. So take your left heel in towards your groin, and we take our hands behind the right thigh. We point the right foot out forward, and we draw circles with the toe, reversing that direction. And there's a few little creaks and cracks in this ankle. It's embarrassing. Lift and lower the leg a little at the knee joint. Oh, it's not good at getting old. There's nothing good about it. And then we'll take the big stirring of the pot. So getting deep into the hip joint, around and around and back and forth. And then just remember to hug the leg in. So if that's just like this for you or something along those lines, do that. Otherwise, if you're able to draw it right in and give it a big squeeze and cuddle, and then draw it in a little bit, go for it. And then we'll just take all those magical little stretches and we'll head on out for your evening. Okay, can't hear anything. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this? Give me 1 second and I will see what is going on. Honestly, there is so many moving parts to these things now. I find it next to impossible. Sources, microphone. Yes. Let me see if I can improve that. Webcam. This is audio. Yeah. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Okay. Web audio input capture. Let me see. It's just so frustrating. No, it's fine. We can hear. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on. This is the first time I've tried multi-channel streaming. Can you still hear? Hopefully you can. I'm very sorry about that. Where was I? We were in a cross-leg position. Sorry. So let's just return back into our seat, and I was just finishing off with the right leg, hugging it in and crossing right shin in front of left. Take a seat now as we take our arms up, inhale breath, and then right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, and we twist on the exhale there, lifting through the crown of head as we slightly retract and arrive with an inhale. And then exhale, twist to the right again. And we continue that inhale, and then we twist again, exhale, breath. Nice work. As you come back to center, take the left hand down onto your block, right arm up, reach overhead as you bend ever so slightly to the left, extending, reaching, and lengthening. And then let's take the right hand down, lift the left hand up, bend at the elbow, take it to the ear of the right side of your body, and then just draw your head over to the left, just lengthening along the sides of your head and neck, anchoring through the right hand, taking a nice deep breath all together. Yeah, have no idea the amount of stress that comes into the process of trying to do these live streams. And you think you've given yourself plenty of time, and then everything falls apart at the last minute. So I'm going to take us through a couple more kriyas just to cleanse my auric field after a little bit of stress this evening. And then as we come back to center, let's take the arms up overhead, inhale, and then we'll fold forward, exhale. So these kriyas will be about cleansing our auric field, pressing away the negativity and the stuck energy, and allowing us movement in the direction of more. So rolling up your spine with me, sitting in a comfortable seat, nice and tall, lengthened along the spine. Prana Shakti 3. So we'll take the arms out of that 60-degree angle again, lengthening along through the fingertips. So it's a 3-part inhale here. As you bend the elbows, you gather the breath in and you create fists with your hands. So it looks something like this. And as the elbows come in tight to the side body. And then with your exhale breath and a sh sound out of your mouth, it's a 3-part exhale. Shh, shh, shh. As the arms extend forward into stop signs. Reach and extend through the arms, and then inhale. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Inhaling positivity, exhaling out negativity as you expel it from your auric field. Shh, shh, shh. 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 Keep going. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Let's get a little quicker. Shh, shh, shh. 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 Last 5. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Last 1. Shh, shh, shh. Arms up, lengthen, lift, reach, hold, power up from the energetic field of our pelvic bowl all the way up through the crown of your head. Feel the energy rise. Cactus the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Recite the mantra Hut as you twist to the right. Huddy as you twist to the left. Hut, Huddy, 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 Hut, Huddy. Your drishti's on the horizon, shifting back and forth with you, or even just slightly squinting the eyes to cause them to get that focal point where the mantra begins to be the recitation that drops you into the shunya, into the space, the void of no thought, no memory, no emotion. Huddy, Hut, 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 Huddy, Hut. A seamless transition here. Hold your shoulders. Hut, Huddy, 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 Hut. Extend the arms, reach, hold, breathe, focus on the horizon. Big breaths in through your nose and back out through your nose. You can feel the shift of energy, that warmth rising through me from the recitation of the mantra and the awareness that we move in the direction of more. In our society, we like to think of lack mentality. So we think of being small, staying limited, but actually we are so much bigger. We are so much more expansive, so much more powerful. Take another deep breath. Lower the hands down onto your knees, and I'm going to sit up on my block as we just take a nice little kriya here just to tune down the nervous system, so tone it all down before we all head out into the world in our busy days ahead or our evenings. So prana apana, we think about here taking the ring and pinky finger to touch, and we place the hands with the backs of the hands on the knees. That's your inhale breath for your pranavayu breath. And then with the apana vayu, we flip the palms to face down, but this time we gather the two middle fingers and point the pinky and the index finger away, and we exhale there. So we flip the palm, we bring the thumbs to the pinky and ring finger and extend the peace fingers away. Inhale breath. And then we flip the palms, fingers gathered, thumb, middle fingers to touch, and the pinky and index finger away. So inhale, prana mudra, exhale, apana mudra. Last few moments. And just let the hands rest back on the knees, and take a moment to be an observer from the soles of your feet through to the crown of your head, and notice how that transformative fiery energy has lifted up. It's empowering us, it's strengthening us, it's transforming that which doesn't serve us into space for change in the direction of more. Bring your hands to your heart space, draw your chin towards your chest. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the actions of myself allow that to happen with others and through others. Thank each other for sharing their energy today. Thank you so much for joining me on these different methods and new ways of connecting. I am very much starting out, learning the process. Thank you. I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now. Have a great night and great day wherever you are in the world.